Are you looking to have better listing presentations where you actually understand the goals and the desires of the sellers so that you can make more money by serving them at the highest level? I want you to stick around for this video, and I'm going to give you a resource at the end of it that's going to help you sell more houses. The first part of the listing presentation that I want you to improve on is I want you to stop presenting and start having conversations. Listen, folks, every one of you is used to hanging out with your friends, talking to your brothers and sisters, maybe talking with your adult children. Those conversations are fun, and those conversations are fun because they're real. Take the time to learn your business so that when you're talking to Mr. and Mrs. Seller or Mr. Single Seller or Miss Single Seller, whoever it is, that you are actually listening to them, you're asking them questions that are going to help you understand what they clearly want, and that is to sell their home. Maybe they're moving to Cleveland. Maybe they're getting ready to retire. Maybe they're having more kids. Maybe they're having less kids. Maybe they're getting a divorce. You need to understand the motivations of your seller, and it's easier to do that through conversation than through presentation. And that leads to number 2, which is spend most of your time finding out what their move button is. Nobody really cares about your award that you won last August or that you have a website. Every agent has a website, and they're probably not even looking at your website anyway. They're probably looking at Realtor.com or Zillow. What they want to know is, did you listen to them, and do you understand what their needs are, what their move button is? So the step number 1 was stop presenting and have a conversation. Step number 2 is go deep into their motivations. Repeat them back to them so that you make sure that they make sure that you understand. Number 3 is educate and teach them the process of selling a home. Most people sell a home every 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14 years. This may be your 63rd transaction this year, but to that person, it's the first transaction they've done in years and years, perhaps decades. So take the time to educate them on what is the sales process now. They're going to want to know, what does it take to get their house ready? What are the current fees that you're going to charge? What do the contracts look like? What do they have to make look good, and what can they put off? How does the pricing work? What are their options inside of pricing? So many things to teach. Slow down. Find out what their questions are. Don't try to have a 45-minute listing presentation, but also don't try to have a 2-hour listing presentation. Some people like to move fast and they quickly understand and they know the process, and some people need a little bit more help. If you're doing step number 1, which is what? Have a conversation. Step number 2, which is what? Learning their move buttons. Then step number 3 is so much easier because you're teaching them and you're educating them about how this is going to work. And by the way, when you educate somebody and you set those expectations, every time one of those expectations comes true, they're more confident in you and that you know what you're talking about. Remember, this home is probably, if it's not the largest asset, it's in the top 2 or 3. So what you want to do as a real estate agent is really talk to them and listen. You really want to learn what's important to them, and you really want to educate them through the process. If you will do those 3 things, your listing signed percentage will go way up. In fact, I would even argue that your listing appointments will go up because people begin to sense you're their person. If you would like more information on how to do a really great listing appointment, I want you to click that link that's inside our show notes here, and I want you to go ahead and register for that one-pager that we're going to send your way. We want you to be successful. You've spent a lot of time and a lot of training getting ready for this moment. It's time to crush it. This is your moment. Let's go.